Hello PSI Gamer fans, and welcome to the final episode of the Rimworld Ice Sheet Challenge. We are continuing from the end of last episode after having just begun the startup sequence for our ship reactor, and we are almost immediately receiving a raid as a group of Lancers has just landed in our courtyard nearby our kill box. The mechanoids are taken down without any injuries, however, our baby lamb wandered into our kill box during the fight and was shot. And just a few short hours later, some more mechanoids are dropping into the same area. And because this raid was composed of Scythers, which are harder to take down than Lancers, McTodd and Johns end up receiving a few injuries. Shepard also gets shot in the arm by one of our turrets. The next day, Petra is going to take some Glitterworld medicine, as well as the Architect Eye that we acquired last episode, and she is going to install it into McTodd. This is because McTodd currently cannot see very well out of her right eye. The procedure is completed successfully, meaning once McTodd wakes up, she will have much better vision than the average person. And in the evening, we are being raided by mechanoids again. This time, they are dropping randomly around the map, and one of them has even landed inside of our base. And in the process of fighting these mechanoids, McTodd ends up losing her right thumb. In the evening, Shepard will build some more spike traps in the tunnel leading up to our kill box, and then the following morning we are being raided by another party of mechanoids. And though we do manage to take the mechanoids down, McTodd ends up losing her left pinky. And in the middle of the night, another group of mechanoids shows up to raid our colony. After the fight, Tyson has a mental breakdown, and we can also see that there is an exotic goods trader who we cannot afford to do any trading with. And the next day, there is another exotic goods trader, and to this trader, we will trade some of our components in exchange for some more Glitterworld medicine. And in the evening, we are being raided by another group of mechanoids. The following afternoon, Lek goes on a sad wanderer mental break, and in the evening, Petra gets sick with sensory mechanites. The following morning, there is a transport pod crash in our yard. However, the person inside is not very interesting, so we will be ignoring them. And at the same time, we can also see that Shepard has finished building another ship cryptosleep casket. And shortly afterwards, we can see that we are being raided by another group of mechanoids that have dropped in randomly around the map. And in the middle of the night, we are receiving another raid from a rather sizable amount of Scythers. We manage to take down all of the Scythers, however McTodd does receive some rather serious injuries. In the evening, we are being raided by mechanoids again, and this time they have dropped inside of our base right next to our kill box. In the middle of the night, there is an animal migration of polar bears, and then we can see that Shepard can finish the 4th and 5th ship cryptosleep caskets. And the following day, we can see that we are being raided by 2 different groups of mechanoids. During this fight, McTodd has a mental breakdown and wanders into an unsafe area and gets knocked down by the mechanoids. The following evening, we can see that we are being raided by mechanoids again. They are dropping in randomly around the area, and one of them has even dropped into our base. And in the middle of the night, there is another raid of mechanoids landing to the west of our base. And in the morning, we can see that there's another exotic goods trader passing by who we cannot afford to do any trading with. And in the evening, another group of mechanoids shows up to raid our colony. And right after we finish dealing with the mechanoids, Petra gets sick with the plague. And in the middle of the night, we can see that we need more uranium to build the final ship crypto sleep casket. And in order to get this uranium, Shepard will dig into the mountains so that we can drill for it from an underground deposit. We can also see that at this time there is a combat supplier passing by. Petra will sell them some various weapons that we don't need in exchange for some medicine. And in the afternoon, we are being raided by a large group of tribespeople. Because we have a decent amount of goodwill saved up with the Empire, we are going to call in some military aid for this fight. The tribespeople dig a hole in our wall, but with the help of the Empire, they are very easy to take down. And the next day, we can see that Petra has developed an immunity to her plague. That evening, we are once again being raided by mechanoids, who are dropping in randomly around the map. And while we are fighting these mechanoids, we receive another randomly scattered mechanoid raid. One of the mechanoids even lands inside of our base, so McTodd will leave the kill box to go take it down. And the following day, Tyson will finish building our 6th and final ship crypto sleep casket. And in the evening, we are being attacked by 2 groups of tribespeople coming from different directions. Luckily for us, however, one of the groups of tribespeople has wandered into the mechanoid cluster that we never dealt with and are now retreating. And shortly after entering our kill box, the second group of tribespeople begins to flee as well. And with less than an hour to go until the reactor is powered up, the killer convicts show up to raid us one last time. And since this will be the final raid that we receive, I think it would be safe to call in some more military aid. The killer convicts manage to scare away our Imperial friends, and then they break into our stockpile room and decide to steal what they can and leave. I will just let them take what they want, as we will not be needing it. After the killer convicts have left, Petra will take our cat, our Arctic fox, as well as both of our sheep, and load them into a transport pod to send them to go live at the town of Ponding. And now that our animals have been taken care of, it is time to go to space. And so, McTodd, Lek, Tyson, Petra, Shepard, and Johns will all get into their crypto sleep caskets. And as our base burns, our 6 colonists will fly away in their spaceship and leave their life on the ice sheet behind. And as the credits roll, I would like to thank you all for making it to the end of this series. If you enjoyed this series, I would appreciate it if you would leave a like, and to subscribe if you are not subscribed already. With that being said, I will be ending this video here. Be sure to tune in next week for a new series. Goodbye.